Hello everyone and welcome to Whimsy Creations. I'm Becky. I hope you're all well today. And if you're not well, then I hope this video brings you some peace and some calm. As last time, a bit like last time, I didn't actually plan this, but again I wanted to do some filming. Oh no, I didn't. I wanted to do some crafting actually, and decided to turn the camera on because this is just literally just going to be a craft along with me, a chance to just, you know, relax and craft with me. There we go. Let's put that on one side. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you know I was working through a kit by Pink Monarch Prints. Not doing that today. I'm continuing today with the journal I started a while ago, which is a furry pets one. I have mentioned it a couple of times. So far I have these two. This is the this is the first one. I don't know what order they're going in, but I think this is the first one. So this is my first signature, and there's not masses in this one yet. A bit of embellishing here and there, lots of stenciling and leaves, which I think of when I think of animals and pets that, you know, you take them out for walks, whatever kind of pet they are. Pussycats, dogs, a guinea pig in the grass there, and a dog in a dog pocket. That's Gracie, my son's dog. She's passed away now, but she was lovely. Cats playing chess. Well, where else would they play chess? Another lovely tag. And another nice piece of card with some rabbits and lovely otters by the looks of it. Don't know if he has pet otters, but you get pet rabbits, don't you? This is my really old cat. Bless him. He used to like sticking his tongue out. Isn't he a weirdo, eh? But hey, why not? Another generic one. And these aren't from any kit. I've just made this all up as I've gone along. Some of my papers, some coffee dyed paper here. A little chihuahua there. The photographs tend to be of our family pets, whereas the printed ones, just generic ones I found. There's another lovely old vintage picture of a little girl cuddling a Labrador. I don't blame her either. Just a page support there. A little bit of nice paper for just writing on. I've got a little pussycat at the bottom. I got a lovely little black pussycat stamp, so I've just made a little bookmark there, which can go on then. I've just got it in place with a small Tim Holtz clip, that is. Again, my cat sticking its tongue out again. So some are funny, some are serious, you know, some are just generic. It's all a bit of a mixture, but eclectic, you know, but the common denominator being pets, really. Furry pets, I will say. We don't have any spiders or snakes or anything like that. Just wanted to make this a furry one. Again, another one of those clips, and there's something inside the envelope. This is from Angela Kerr. It's her Easter one, but it had some nice bunny rabbits on, so I thought I'd pop that in. Pretty kitten playing. Again, another vintage one here. Now, I know cows aren't necessarily pets, but people do have a pet cow in the back garden sometimes, particularly in rural areas, I think, in various countries where they have to have a cow for milk. So, now I love that picture. I love this picture too, look. It's just a generic one I found somewhere. This is out of a book. This is out of this book, actually. This one I'm using for gluing has lots of pictures in. And I took out all the ones with animals in it. It says, the Mouse King understands how the soup is made. I'm not too sure what that's about. And then the bunnies. More bunnies. Some of my own coffee dyed paper there. Another one of my dog chewing up his toy. People do have horses. I don't know if you consider them pets, but you know, people do have horses and they look after them and they're just for their own use. So, you know, when they get very old, you can't ride them. So I suppose they become a pet. Just showing you this, how far I've got with this. Is a steampunk dog. Another pussycat. And I've got a die cut. I just die cut some cats out in black paper. I love black cats. Oh, This is Charlotte, I think, my sister's. I mean, she's a baby there. Look, she's grown up now. Very grown up now. She's in her 50s, she's 40s, 50s, something like that. And this is her rabbit, and it was a long-eared rabbit. I'm not sure if it's hers or I've got a lot of sisters, so it could have been one of them. It was a family rabbit anyway. And she had droopy ears. I believe her name was Charlotte. You know, I found this really old picture in the days when they were just little squares. It's ancient, this picture, and I thought, why don't we pop it in there? Guinea pigs. And that's it. I might put something on the back there. So they're the two signatures I've done so far. Not a lot in them. Oh, here's my little bag of cut out, you can't tell, little pussycats cut out in there. I've got a bag of animals here that can be cut out, a few other bits. So let's get the next signature out then. This is the next signature. Is this one signature? Yes, it is. This is one signature. Yep. And I've got random bits and bobs. You can't see. You know, I've got one of my baskets out again that I use. That doesn't belong there or there. That belongs there. So the back two are ones I've done. I've got 3 more signatures to do. And these are just random bits of card that I might use. I've just been through bits of paper that I thought might go. Paw prints, some generic, some pretty, you know. Just been through my stash. Got loads of these pictures out of that book again. With all got animals on. I probably won't use them all, but I thought they would be a good idea. The poor paper. This is a beautiful poem that I love, that I've cut out. I'm not sure I'll use it. It's quite a big pocket. Anyway, all sorts of stuff out of my stash that I'll use in here. And then I've got loads of generic pictures that I've made into tags. Oh, look at that. Oh, some are vintage, some are not. This has been kicking around for a while, this basket, so it's a bit dishevelled. Excuse me, I'm going to have to put my fan on. That might be a bit loud. Let me just turn it down one. There we go. I'm a bit warm, so I'm just put my fan on low. Chickens. Now, I know not all chickens are pets, but some people keep pet chickens. My daughter-in-law's mum has chickens, I think. Fairly certain she does. She loves chickens anyway. So, let's put one of those in. And who doesn't like a bunny rabbit? Oh, isn't that beautiful? So, let's crack on, shall we? It's just a little craft along with me. So, there we go. So, it's going to be a fairly... Talking of pets, actually, my neighbour has just got a puppy. Oh, he's absolutely adorable. He is I mean, he's tiny. He's only like he's just old enough to be left without his mum. And he's a miniature dachshund. So he's a miniature sausage dog. Oh, he's really quite adorable. He is. So, there's the dog on the block, as they say. There's a nice new dog in the area, which is lovely. She brought him around the other day to introduce him to me, and oh, I sat and cuddled him for a while. Yeah, that was really good fun. Excuse me, just taking a slurp of my coffee. I must admit, having lost mine in May, 3 months ago, I still haven't decided whether I'm getting another one or not. But for now, I'm just making this journal in sort of memory of my dog, I suppose. As I say, I'm not sure if I shall sell it or not, but I've stuck that on the back, and I haven't stuck it very well at all. What is going on there? Is that supposed to be stuck on the back? I'm not sure that it is. I don't know. Whatever, it wasn't stuck very well. I think it is supposed to be stuck on. Let's sort that out when we come to it, shall we? So, this was my dog. His name was Buster. My step-granddaughter made me a beautiful canvas in memory of him with lots of pictures of people that he interacted with. So that's beautiful. I'm doing a lot of stenciling in this one. It's just something I felt like doing. So here's my generic stencil. I had that one out and I had another one out. Here we are. I had this one out too. So looks like I'm halfway through. Oh, I know what. I'm probably going to put a... Maybe I'm going to put... Let's put a pocket here. Let's stop rabbiting. As they say. pun intended, and we will put something here. That goes nicely, doesn't it? This one's been made from a die cut. I have quite a few die cuts that make pockets. I used to, as I said before, I used to be a card maker, and die cuts look lovely when you make handmade cards. I've cut down drastically on how many dies I've got, but I got quite a few now just for making journals with, and it's lovely to have a day of cutting out pockets and flaps and flips. Oh, we'll have to have a day of that. That'll be fun, that will, or a video of that. I've also bought my papers through again to make pockets with, that we're using with the other journals. I don't know where to put those. I like that. And we're inking with Frey Burlap again, and when I feel like it, and we are doing the stenciling with the green. And where's my dauber? There's my dauber. I'm going to do it on this one so it stands out. I don't think I've inked very much in this book. Maybe a few of the vintagey bits. I hope you can see all right. Just double check you're recording okay. Oh yes, you are. That's good. I'm sure I'm in picture properly while I'm working. Yep. Oh, sorry, that was my chair against the drawer. Apologies for the great big bang. Oh, my chair doesn't move very well, I'm sorry. That's it. I think it gets it. I'm away from the drawer now. Oh, trials and tribulations of sitting at a craft table, eh? So, I hope you're all okay. I think I've asked you that, but I had a very busy day yesterday. It was a lovely day, but very busy. And I'm a bit tired today. And when I'm a bit tired and a bit at a loss, I find crafting helps a lot. Just resets my mind. As I say, very enjoyable day, but I'm very worn out now. There we are. Yep, I like that. Let's pop that there. Glues. Let's use you. Let's make sure you're working before we get too far along. Oops. I ordered some new nail varnish this morning, a nice gentle colour, which I thought might be nice, and then went and snapped one of my nails. So maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't have bothered buying any. Hey ho, we all grow. They grow quite fast, my nails. And they get way too long. And then they snap. What I should do is just file them down and keep them all the same length, but it's a laborious job. So they just kind of have to do what they want, really. Sorry, I just remembered something then. Me giggling to myself. I think one of my granddaughters, she said, it was my birthday a while ago, and she wanted to buy something for herself, because she's not very old, so she wanted to buy something for me from herself, should I say, rather than from a mum helping her. And she bought me a nail file, amongst other things. She bought me a nail file because whenever we're out, I'm always going, has anybody got a nail file? I thought that was quite amusing. Kind of had to be there, I expect, you know. No, I need a tall one at the back. I need a tall one. Let's see if we've got a tall one. Can you see what I'm looking through? Oh, that's a nice one. You can't see what I'm doing. That's one of my old cats curled up in a fruit basket. I mean, they'll curl up in anything, won't they, pussycats? I can't find anything else that's tall enough, really, to go in. So we'll use this one, or we can make one. I think we'll use this. We'll use this. It's nice and tall in the back there, because once you've got a couple of things, I'll back that. We'll use that. Use a wide one here. I'll have to do the edges because I don't like those spiky bits. I think that'll fit in there. And then we have a third one, little one at the front here. That'll be nice. I'm not sure about this one. Those two go well. I'm not sure about that one. Let's see if we've got something else. This is, I know what this is. I think it's a, I've forgotten the name of them now. You're all shouting at me, telling me what name it is, isn't it? I know what it is. It's a, not a chipmunk, is it? Anyway, put in the comments what it is, because I can't remember. I think I need something to do that. Yeah, that's the shape I need, isn't it? So I can either put him in sideways or find something else. Oh, hello, rabbit. Hello, bunny. You're a bit small. Has to be the right size, you see. I must drive some of you mad when I sit and do this with all of them. I've got some lovely pictures here. But you have to go. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I suppose that could go either way. Oh, that's nice. Let's try that one. It's backed as well. Oh, I like that. Yeah, because this could go either way, any old way really. Yeah, that better. That's better. That one's cornered. That one's back. So let's do the edges on this one. Ah, I like that. I'm not sure if this is backed or just printed on strong paper. It seems all right. I'm not sure if it should be a bit tougher. We'll see. If it won't stay in place, I'll back on. This one needs backing. Well, actually, if I'm going to back this one, I might as well do this one as well, mightn't I? See how I back them now. Let's pop him over there and get these two backed. Backing card. Excuse me while I stretch over here for some backing card. Have I got any started? Nope. I'll just get this piece. So this is an old piece of card making card that I used to make my cards out of. I think this is from a company called Hunky Dory. And I've just coffee stained the back because the backs were brilliant. Sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that. That was a car squealing its tyres. I apologise. And I've coffee dyed the back. So I'm just going to stick these on here. Because you can't see through it, you see. And then that will be nicely backed then. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So, quite a busy morning myself, actually. But after this video, I'm going to put my feet up and read for a little while. I think recharge my batteries a bit. What are your plans for this? It's a Saturday here at the moment, just after Saturday lunchtime. I don't know when you'll be watching this, but do some context. This is backed, I think, but only very lightly, so I'm going to back it again. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm only gluing on a piece on the back of a bit of paper with a glue stick. It's not exactly mind-blowingly interesting. There we are. Got that there. Where's my thingy that I flatten them down with? Oh, can't find it. Great. Nope. Where's that gone? I have two of them. I managed to misplace both of them. Oh. Really? Okay, well, I don't know where that went. Sorry, the chair's squeaking again. Well, as I can't find it. Oh God. Oh, I lost my big scoring tool as well. Crikey. Sorry, I'm just spinning around my my toolboxes here with all my gizmos in, you know, all my bits in. Oh well, it's going to have to be the hand then, as I can't find any of my Here it is. It's in this little tub that I use all the time. Can't imagine why it'd be in a tub that I use all the time, can you? There we are. Let's leave it out. Right. Sorry, when I sigh like that, I'm not fed up. It might sound like I'm a bit, but I'm not at all. As anybody will tell you with fibromyalgia, it's a condition that creates quite a lot of pain. So sometimes I do take in a sharp intake of breath, I'm afraid. But that's why we craft, so we don't have to worry about these things. Hey ho. I'm just thankful that I can craft. I've often wondered how people manage who don't have hobbies. I'm going to get my cutter out of this. Who don't have hobbies or don't create. I know there's people out there who say, oh, I can't create anything. You know, I'm not creative at all. But it's just, I think it's just a case of you haven't found what you're good at, what you're good at creating. And creating covers such a wide range of things. You know, it could be carving a bit of wood with a saw, you know, chainsaw or whatever, to knitting a little baby bonnet. You know, there's so many different forms of creativity that cake baking, cake decorating, you know, anything you do with your hands like that. I think basically, I mean, one of my son's hobbies is making Lego. I don't think that's straight, actually. Sorry. He's making Lego. Oh my gosh, he has so much Lego. It's just, oh, mind-blowing. But that's one of his main hobbies, is Lego. And gaming. He likes to game. So, you know, that's gaming. I don't think is quite so creative, but having to build Lego, you have to understand the instructions, and you're creating something at the end, aren't you? My other son likes gaming, and he also likes working with he sells staircases for a living, and he likes he's got quite a passion for doing things with different pieces of wood, you know. Oak. Usually he makes things out of oak, and so if I ever want a shelf, I go to him first. But yeah, he's done lots of DIY to his house, and yeah, it's really nice the way he's done it with the, you know, different types of wood. Oh, my little neighbours, I hope you can't hear him, but my neighbour's new puppy is crying. I'm sort of kind of looking after him, but not, if you know what I mean. She needs him to get used to being on his own, obviously, for certain periods of time, not all the time. So she gave me her keys and said, if it drives you up the wall, you know, you can go and see him. But also, I don't want to prevent her training him to stay on his own for a couple of hours here and there. I mean, it doesn't bother me, him crying. I know why he's crying, because he's such a small puppy, you know. And I probably will end up going to see him. An excuse to see a dog, really. But actually, having done that, I think I might make that into a tag. I think I will. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm supposed to leave him for, or what, really. See, all my dogs, not many of my dogs have ever been puppies. I've always had rescue dogs, and also on top of that, I work from home. I run my business from home, so I've never really had to leave a puppy, you know. This is, a lot of people use credit cards for these things. I've just got one of these blue badges that I'm going to use for this. I'm not sure if these are going to be big enough, so let's turn that over and see. Nope, that's big enough. yeah, if you get a credit card and snip different bits off, different angles on each 4 corners, you get yourself a good template for a tag template. Right, I've got a little slot punch here that I'd like to use on this one. So I don't know. I've got a bit of paper in there. I think when I finish this video, if he's still crying, I'll have to go and see him. So much for putting my feet up and reading, hey? Right, I think I might put a bit of ribbon in there. What should we put in there? Let's see what I've got in here. Oh, I've got some blue. That's nice, isn't it? Sorry about the chair. I will try and get it oiled again. I don't even put the WD-40 in the shed anymore. I just leave it on the shelf in the porch because I have to oil my chair so often. I think, should I knot it or should I staple it? I don't know. Let's knot it first. See if it looks all right knotted. Sorry, I'm pulling it forward next to me. Told quite a few of my close friends that I've started this channel, and yeah, I still haven't given them the details about how to watch. One of my friends doesn't even do YouTube, but I'm going to set it up on her phone so she can watch it on her phone. She doesn't have a smart TV, so I'm going to set it up. There we go. That's a bit weird. It's very curly. It'll sort it. Let's pop it down there so it uncurls. There, that's that page done. Like that. Might come back and I fancy putting, you can either stamp it or put a little cat down there. I'll use one of these little cats. Oh. How about you? Pop you there. He's rather cute, isn't he? Why? Because I can. That's why. Well, I got some of these cut out. I don't know what to do with them, so this seems the ideal time to use them up. There you go, pussycat. Glue you down. Oh, how about having another one there facing him? Maybe another one there. No, not the same one. Well, that one looks funny because he's got his tail curled round. Looks like he hasn't got one. There's one walking here. Oh, sitting. Well, there you go. One sitting one way, one sitting the other. Not very big, that one. Matching cats. It's just a bit of fun, you know, just a bit of fun. I know what I was going to show you at my videos, and I've forgotten actually. I was going to show you some of my journals that are on Etsy. My Etsy shop, just let those dry, is obviously you go to Etsy, www.etsy.co.uk, and search for Winzig Creations, all one word. That's WINZIG Creations, Winzig Creations, and you will see my journals there if you're interested. But as you know, photographs never do them justice, do they? So I will probably put some at the end of each of my videos. Just going to put that down there temporarily to cure some of that curl, because it's very, very curly. Sorry, just taking another So I get my coffee. I do get hoarse very quickly. Right, I'm going to stencil this one. Bit of green stenciling. There's my green stencil brush. Oh, it moved. Let's just see if we can line it back up. There we go. Sorry, gone quiet. Concentrating. As you know probably by now, my brain and my mouth don't always work in conjunction with each other very well. Or if they do, then rubbish tends to come out of my mouth rather than comprehensive words. Had a lovely day yesterday. As I said, I went out for coffee with an old friend of mine. I've known her like umpteen years. More years than not, shall we say. And when our boys were little, she's got 4 and I've got 2. We used to take them out together and we used to go camping and all sorts together. They're all 4 of hers and both mine are grown up, and all 4 of hers have got children. So she has 9 grandchildren. I have 1, but well, 1 and a bit. I have a step granddaughter as well as a granddaughter. I think that's all I'm going to do on there. I like that in the middle. And my boys don't get to see her very often, obviously, because all our lives, your life just goes elsewhere, doesn't it? And they both came over as I was having coffee with her in this lovely cafe, garden centre actually. And yeah, it was really nice for us all to catch up together. It was lovely. Nice afternoon. It was very nice. We try and see each other at least once every other month for a coffee, just to keep it in touch, you know. It's so easy, isn't it, to fall out of touch with friends because your life just gets in the way, doesn't it? That's quite a nice piece. I quite like that. And I like this piece as well. Let's see what we can do with... Whoops, let's just put you flat. I don't want to damage my stencil. I'm going to put something... What we got there? We've got a heavy duty one there. So I might put it... Look, that way up. That way up. Oh, I see. It's universal because that one's going down. I might use this and put a dog on it. Yeah, he's still crying. As soon as this, yeah, as soon as I've finished, I'll pop up and get him. Pop out and get him, shall I say? Hope that didn't make you jump. Hope you don't mind a craft along with me. If you've got something you can be doing, like, I don't know, knitting, crocheting, just got your feet up, doing your own paper craft, journaling, painting maybe. I used to paint quite a lot, but I've actually sadly given it up now. Sorry if I've said this in previous videos, but as you say, sometimes you have new people and they miss the beginning, you know. I used to do water paints and acrylics, and oil actually. My last painting was an oil painting, but it hurt my back so much that I decided in the end to give up proper painting altogether. I still love doing mixed media. I'm halfway through a mixed media canvas. Well, I say halfway through. I've done the base, half the base of it, but it's very, very big, so I'm not entirely sure whether I can do any of it on camera, which is a shame, because it's gonna, I hope it's gonna end up looking really good, but it's a good 2 foot by 1.5 foot, or maybe 2.5 foot by 1.5. It's quite a large canvas. Excuse me, which would make it very difficult for you to see what I'm doing. I suppose I could zoom out. See, I have trouble getting it on my desk even, you know. So, logistically, that could be a problem. I'm just looking in this little bag I've got of pictures, and I'm going to put a little animal on here of some form or another. Probably a dog. I've got a lot of dogs running. He's having a good jumperoo, isn't he? If you jump into that flower, there we go, we'll do him. He's having fun. I got these pictures of dogs, which were designed for cutting out. One of my sisters bought me a book of them, you know, cut out things as a gift. I've used it all now, you know. What I haven't actually cut out, I've put into the right segments like this. But yeah, it was so useful. It had some unusual stuff in there, which was quite nice. I used to do what they call Margaret Miller's. She used to do assignments, really. It's a case of collaging outside the box, if you know what I mean. Gail Augustinelli does them as well. I've got 1.5 books. Did it the first year with Gail. I did them every week religiously, without fail. And so I thought, I'll do that again, but just life got in the way, you know. And I did half the following year, and I really liked it because the pages were smaller, and I could take the pages out of a folder and that. But I suddenly got very far behind and thought, what am I going to do with all this when I finished? It was fun, and it did help me think outside the box. A bit like glue pages, I suppose, in a glue journal or glue book, you know. Oh, he's jumping. He's having a good jump. Jumperoo. What I do want to get back into, and that's Rachel from Roxy Creations, her weekly challenges, you know, where you do some you make some ephemera and things. When I used to do that, I used to end up with loads of ephemera. It was really handy to have. But a little while ago, I was sitting at my desk watching a video while I was crafting. I think it was a Julie from Camellia Crafts I was watching. Anyway, all of a sudden, the front of my tablet fell off the back of my tablet onto my desk. And that was the end of my tablet. It wasn't an expensive tablet. My son tried, he's very good with computers. He tried to get into it and repair it. But it was beyond repair. It completely obliterated the poor thing. So yeah, I had to go and skip. So I don't have a tablet anymore. So what I do use, if I want to do something, you know, like that, is use my phone. But then I also use my phone for filming. Poor thing. That is a nice picture of a cat, isn't it? Trying to make sure it's not just cats and dogs. I'm working quite hard on making sure it's not just, oh, look at them. They're gorgeous. I don't have much in the way of, This is from I've got a journal with this picture on the front. I think it's one of my all-time favourite pictures. It's just so pretty. Those two would treat each other nicely, wouldn't they? They look nice, don't they? I think they do. I know they're both cats, but I don't think that matters. No, I'm going to do those two. Does, however, mean I got to back them. So when I decided to do this journal, I didn't realise I was going to do any of it on camera. So that's why not everything's backed. But it doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters. If you don't want to watch me back something, just go and make a cuppa. Go and make a cuppa. That's dry. Let's glue this. There we go. Put that on there. Can you see that through that? No, you can't. Just have to be careful when you're putting them on that the picture isn't too light that shows through. Shall we do that down here? Use those for little bits, right? Glue you. That last one we were doing, I actually finished that signature from the first 3 videos. I've actually finished the first signature. I haven't finished the whole thing, just the first signature. So we will be going back to that at some point. I need to make some more pockets and things. So we might be having another video up. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm only cutting out a picture. We might be having an ephemera making video next. Thing is, when I video, I only end up making 2 or 3 things because I talk so much. And as you know, when I talk, I struggle to concentrate. Talk less, work more. Used to be on my report card. Rebecca would do well if she didn't talk so much. It's funny, so I've ended up not really liking. I don't like standing up and talking to people like in a crowd. You wouldn't get me ever doing that. But people I know, I mean, I know I don't know you guys, but I hope I get to know you eventually. But I can't see any of you, that doesn't bother me too much. Sorry about the noise of my cutter. But no, I used to talk a lot at school. Well, they're my friends. I wanted to talk to them, you know. Let's pop. Oh, we've got the bottom bit. Let's pop you back in here. We're going to make these into tags. Oh, maybe this one could be a journal card. Because I think, personally, the ears are too close to the top to make it a tag, in my opinion. Oh, that one didn't cut very well, did it? Go back to that one. Did that one. There we go. And we will just let's do the little one. That's one I usually use on this. I think I'll have to use this. I don't think my cutter will be big enough. Even on the large setting. Let's do the large setting and have a look. Actually, that's all right. That's actually all right. So. I love that picture. Just take that white core off around the edges. Pop you in there. you're going to have a little piece of lace, you are, lady. Or a little piece of lace, a little piece of ribbon, or a little something. Let's get my my box of bits. This is my box. Sorry, I didn't mean to glare with you. This is my box of bits. Yeah, what shall we put on here? Nope. Nope, this is too vintagey for that. I've got some butterflies here, but there's a butterfly already on it, so not sure there's much. Oh, that bit of lace is quite vintagey. Oh, I might put a bit of lace. Oh, yes, I like that bit of lace. We'll use this bit of lace and we'll pop it on the top like that, I think. Can you see? I like that. Yes, let's cut that off. Put this away. Oh, what's that? Just a minute now. What I do in my envelope. Here we go. Let's pop you one. I think I might staple you as well. My little stapler. I've got a nice big one. It's got rose gold, but I do have a normal one. Let's just see. I think my one with the rose gold one will be a bit too big, won't it? Oh no. I thought it'd be too big, but it's not. That's it, if I can get it on there. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. That's nice. Tell you show you about this one. Julie made. Get your teeth back in. Jimmy, right in, not just half in. Julie from Camellia Crafts has got one of these. I've never seen anybody else with one, and you can staple pretty much anywhere with it. It goes to lots of different spaces like that. So you can pretty much. It means you can staple in the middle of a book, you know, like this and what have you. Yeah, it's very good. Very good little gadget. When I used to work, I used to have the really long-handled ones, but that saves you having to have a massive one. And you've got short space, it's very useful. Like that. That's a writing page. Gosh, it's been 40 minutes already. Where does the time go? Now, I'm not sure I want dreaming on here. This is from another kit. It's a nice kit. Nice digi sheet. Not a kit. It's a digi paper, but not keen on that in this type. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't want it in this type of journal. So we can either put a little tiny pocket there. Oh, you can see through that. You see. Huh. Oh, it's a nice size though, but you can see through it. What else do I have? Let's have a rummage, shall we? Ooh, this piece. I don't want to spoil those flowers, you see. Oh, it can't. Oh, it could go that way. This is a piece of art one. I'm not sure I want that on there. I like one going that way, but with that colour. So that's not going to work. So I know the size now. I just need to find the right one. That's a bit big. Oh, but it'll go all right. I can cut it down a bit. Let's use this piece. Let's cut this down. Cut you down a bit. I think just to off-cut you just a scrap. So I'll cut you down to there. And we'll make a... Let's get it straight across there. Right. There. As I am partially looking after this dog upstairs, I just hope she doesn't come around for her keys while I'm halfway through videoing for you. Now, I have to pause you if she does, I'm afraid. My doorbell is quite loud, but she does also knock sometimes, so let's glue you on, and then we'll put something on the front. I want something on here. These are all a bit big. What's that? Oh, look at that little dog with the lid. It's very bright, isn't it? I'd have to calm him down. Is that or a cat? What have we got here? What are the snorkel? Oh, we've got a tiny picture of a bunny. Oh, a little picture of a dog. Sorry if this is bright on you. Not sure about that. Nope, milking a cow. It's a pooch. Put some... A pup. A little pup. A puppy seems appropriate as I'm looking after a puppy. Well, not looking after, but you know. There they are. Lost my scissors for a minute. I know a lot of people can't stand fussy cutting. I actually quite like it. Well, not probably ideal in front of a camera, you know. I can find it a tad boring in front of a camera, but I quite often collect quite a lot of bit of fussy cutting to do. And put my feet up, watch telly, and fussy cut. Although this one is actually very difficult to see the edge of. Yep, really quite like fussy cutting. Find it very therapeutic, I do. I'm not sure if that makes me sad or not, but I enjoy it. Got a friend who makes cards, but she doesn't like fussy cutting at all. There we go. Nice bit of peace and quiet. Even the puppy upstairs has finished yapping. I do feel sorry. Well, not sorry for it. I do feel he's got to learn, you know, but I don't know how much longer I can leave him there. Right. I cut out his tail. I could give it a... No, I'm not going to. I'll make a mess of it. But I would like some greenery under him. Greenery leaves. Let's find some leaves. Have I got any leaves in here? Labels, letters. Oh. I got so many little pouches with things in. As I say, at some point I will show you that. Oh, I've got this one. This has got leaves, I think. Not sure about that. Mountains and Plains Melodies. I think this is from Temu, how do you pronounce it? Temu, I think. See if I've got any cut out. I think oops, took the dog with me. See if I've got any leaves in this section. Here we go. I've got some die cut leaves in there. And do I have any other leaves? Autumn leaves and stickers. Oh yes, got loads of leaves. These are the leaves I think I've been using. These ones. These are my die cut ones. This is nice. This one's nice. As I'm only going to use a little bit, we'll leave them for another time. Let's see what I've got in here. Lots of cut out leaves. can't just be sniffing the air. Well, you can sniff the air, but... Sorry if my head's in the way. Apologies. That one might work. Something like... Don't have much in the way of little leaves. That's the problem. I have these little ones, so these always work quite well. Put a couple of those on. No, longer. They're too big. I want these sorts. One. Couple of leaves like that. And then him on top. I hope you can see this that I'm faffing about with. There. That will do, I think. He can be sitting on those leaves. And this is just the pocket. I haven't gotten around to doing the the whatever's going in it, and we've nearly run out of time. But it was just a craft along with me, so you know. Why won't this glue? Nothing was supposed to be fast or quick. It's just a very gentle craft along. You know, when time goes this quickly, it's no surprise I end up looking at the clock and 5 hours has passed, you know. And I don't do any more than an hour because I don't want to bore you to tears. Oh, sorry, dropped something. Go on there, little Dalmatian. There we are. Oh, there's a bit of glue on you, but there we go. He's on there now. Where's my lid? It dries up otherwise. There. Go down there. I think we'll just pop something in this one and we'll call it a day. And it doesn't cover up too much of the flowers, does it? But it doesn't pop on there because there's too much bunny. That covers that flower up. I was trying to keep that flower out, wasn't I? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so cute. It's too big. This is what I've got to find now. I've got nothing to fit in this. So. Oh, she's okay. Bunny rabbit. That's not too bad. I can actually cut the yellow off, couldn't I? It'd be a tiny bit smaller then too. Oh, what about this one? Please, please. I think I'll use these two and I'll just make them a tiny bit smaller. I don't think I've got anything much that's smaller than those two. No, haven't. I could make something, but I've got these, so let's use these two. They're back, so we haven't got to back them. I'm just going to take the big border off. Both of them, so they fit in. Just because I'd like this flower, and I'd like to see this flower. Even though it's a dog journal, and you could be not a dog journal, a pet journal, and you can take them out and still see the flower. I'm just being funny, fussy, not funny, not remotely funny, fussy. Fussy's the word I'm looking for. Where's my little cutter? Here it is. In the words of Julie from Community Crafts, you have to get rid of the offensive corners. Sorry, I blow them off my... I should probably do it somewhere else. I blow them off my journal. That's a sweet little one. Just going to go around there with... not my pokey tool, that's not going to work. This will work. Just getting that a little bit bigger. There we go. all the blood's going to rush to his head if I put him in like that, isn't it? Let's put him that way round so blood doesn't rush to his head. And you can go like that. There. Tiny little pocket with a tiny couple of things in. But nonetheless, it's a bit of a surprise because it doesn't jump out at you, so it's nice. Not like that one's obvious. This one's like a bit of a hidden one, isn't it? Not totally, but waffling, Becky, waffling. We'll put something on there, but not now. Right now, we've been going, believe it or not, virtually an hour. So that's it for today, really. I won't waffle on anymore. And I'll catch you again, and I'm not sure what the next one will either be craft with me again, or a bit more of the other journal that we've been making together and making some ephemera for it. I guess you'll just have to watch this space to find out what it is, eh? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, your week, and take care, everyone. All right, bye-bye.